episode of K&J Travels, and in this episode we are going to be visiting Italy, Rome, Florence, and the Amalfi Coast. But before, in this particular episode, we are actually going to take you guys on an experience of a lifetime, and that is flying Lufthansa 747 Queen of the Skies on the second floor business class. We are actually going to take you through all the experiences that we're going to go through in this business class flight, and it's going to be simply amazing. So a little bit of history. The Lufthansa 747 has been around for over 10 years, and I heard they're going to phase it out, and we didn't want to miss an opportunity to have the experience to fly the Queen of the Skies right now, and I can't wait. So let's get quickly to the lounge. There has been other videos that I've described this lounge before, particularly our very first time when we flew business class to Curacao, where if you go inside, you have access to the buffet. So any business class flight on Tom Bradley associated with Star Alliance, you have access to this lounge. You have a buffet that comes across salads, sandwiches. You have access to sodas, wine, beer, as well as you have a bar as well, and you have a patio on the outside, and then you have access to showers as well. There's as many as 8 shower individual stalls for that, and then as you walk outside, you have a patio which has the beautiful luxury of having the terminal, the Delta terminal, and some other planes that kind of land and park themselves right here outside. We can't wait. Our flight is within 30 to 40 minutes. They're about to board, and we're going to take you. We are going to fly the Queen of the Skies. Let's do it. All right, so we made it aboard and we're heading upstairs. Both flights, LA to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to LA, both are in the second floor, and I am seated in the last row. The benefit of being seated in the last row is that I notice that I get served first, as the flight attendants are serving from back to front. My seat was pretty spacious, and it was located by the window, and I loved it. And as you can see, there's a lot of amenities. There's obviously a TV screen, and then just the cabin space was enormous. There was just so much storage space between all of my side right there. It was just incredible. I was able to fit my backpack there, and then as you pull the drawer, there was your kit for any personal items there. And then when you flipped over the center console, you have the remote and some headphones, and you could adjust the seat as far as you could stretch out to basically sleep. And the service was great. They started us off with a towel. We had to pull out our table because we get served dinner an hour into the flight. Because this flight was in the afternoon, we also get served breakfast first thing in the morning, an hour right before we land. So it was pretty difficult to flip over the table, but I got the hang of it. Ordered some white wine. I got my amuse-bouche and some water. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to be served our meal in just about 20 minutes. They're serving the beverages right now. I just got my champagne and I got my water, and I had a little bit of a starter. I had what seemed to be ceviche or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but haven't drank anything hard yet. Just going with champagne right now. Still trying to figure out the Wi-Fi here. It's kind of weird, but haven't figured it out yet. We still got a long way to go. I had the salmon. Hopefully when it comes, it's going to be really good. I heard the food is really good here, so I can't wait to try it out. Let's do it. All right, we just had our meal and it was amazing. We started off with the tuna matare. It was good. It had a little bit of farro in it, and then we followed with the salmon, and the salmon was delicious. Definitely looked nice and moist and juicy, which I probably would have needed a little bit of salt, and the sauce was great. I wish I had more of that, but I thought it was amazing. It came with felt like a mashed potato and then some spinach, and then we had a choice of dessert, which was either fruit, a cheesecake, or just cheese. I chose the fruit, my wife chose the cheesecake, and my mother-in-law chose the fruit, and I thought it was a good choice. It was really good. And then after the meal, later on, they come with us with our order for breakfast. So they give us a card where we fill it out with our seat number and our name, and then we have a choice of the French toast, the croque monsieur, the options that you give. You give your main course, your juice, if you want tea or coffee, your pastry, which is a croissant. That's what I chose. And then 2 hours before we land, we are served breakfast. So we have plenty of time to sleep or stay up and do whatever. But so far, the flight has been amazing. The service has been amazing. And it's just been a really good experience at this point. So I hope I can continue to enjoy it, and hopefully I get some good sleep tonight. So let's go.
3 hours later.
We're only a few hours away. Everybody's asleep. Got a chance to sleep, but never fails. There's always a baby that always cries, but just wanted to show you how the layout is from here, just right there. But it's totally nice and stretched out, and it's pretty cool. We got about 5 more hours until we land to Frankfurt, and then we take a connecting flight to Rome. But I'm gonna go back to sleep. I just wanted to show you how it looks, from my perspective. And so far so good. We're almost there, so hopefully I get some more sleep. There's still people asleep, but we're about to be served breakfast. We're 2 hours away from Frankfurt. Managed to sleep a couple hours. Had to play my video games, of course. About to be served our breakfast. I'm assuming the beverages are going to come first for our main course. Like I said, I managed to sleep about maybe 3 hours. Had a couple of drinks just to stay myself tipsy a bit. But we're about to land a few bits, but I'll show you the breakfast in a bit. Let's go. We're about an hour away to Frankfurt, and then we'll be transitioning to the other Lufthansa that gets us to Rome. Our breakfast was amazing. First time I had blueberries with my French toast. I usually don't ever put fruit with anything, not even in my desserts. I don't like fruit in my desserts. I've learned that, to try to do blueberry more often. The fact that the blueberry was with the French toast was really good. They also had, charcuterie and stuff like that. So I thought it was really, really good. This has been an amazing trip. We're about to land in an hour, and hopefully I can film the transition. We're on the same terminal. We're gonna end up going to a different Lufthansa. May not be the double decker. As long as we get to Rome, I heard it's about within an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to Rome, but we're gonna have to transition quickly. And then once they land the plane, I'm just gonna be cleaning up real quick and move over to the next one. So I'll see you over there. Man, if there's only one word to describe the immigration process, it's chaos. Let me explain exactly how this works. You're supposed to go to a kiosk after we landed, and we straight end up going to the immigration line. There's this huge line for non-EU citizens, and there's a pre-registration kiosk that you're supposed to put your passport, your fingerprint, and your picture. And then after that, you're waiting in this long line until you reach immigration and you show your passport. They stamp you. We had this connecting flight, which was downstairs. And because of the delay, it was delayed about 20 minutes. We thought we were going to miss our flight. And lucky that they waited about a good 15 to 20 minutes for passengers to try to board. I don't think everybody ended up boarding for the people that were late because that line was very long and it was very slow moving. I would rather take a straight flight. These connecting flights that are close, like within an hour, it's scary. Because, you know, if you miss your flight, then who knows how long you got to wait. Overall, the Queen of the Skies experience was amazing and the food was great. I managed to get a few hours of sleep. Hopefully I can get a few hours here. We got 2 hours from this connecting flight to get to Rome, and hopefully we'll go back and review this at a different time though. But hopefully you enjoyed the first episode, the experience on the second floor business class Lufthansa Queen of the Skies. So I'll see you in Rome. Now, before I let you go, I wanted to give you the Lufthansa experience from Frankfurt to LA. So didn't get a chance to enjoy the Frankfurt Business Class lounge, but it was excellent. It was basically help yourself. The alcohol bottles are just set there. You just set your own drink and you're good. But the spread was pretty impressive. There's a lot of cooked food there. The eggs were great. I managed to get a quick bite, and there's just an area for cereal and fruit. But the spread was a nice size, and the room itself was pretty spacious. There was definitely a lot of space for seating in various areas, and I wish I could have got a chance to actually spend some time at this lounge. Also, there's a nice view of the aircraft as you look out the window, so that was pretty cool. So let's get into the flight. They gave us this nice kit, which is the 100th anniversary, and the service was excellent. They started off with some warm towels, and then they gave us the amuse-bouche to start. After that, I asked for some water and a red wine to go with it, because as we were about to get served our meals, the appetizer was the smoked salmon, and I thought that the smoked salmon was excellent. It tasted pretty good. Obviously, it had some cream cheese on top. And then after that, I had to ask for some bread with it because it was a good complement with the smoked salmon. Moving on to the entree, although my neighbor had the teriyaki salmon, that looked delicious. I opted for the filet, and the filet was definitely as advertised. I heard that was really, really good. And then after that, I followed with the dessert, which was a strawberry basil tartlet. And then after that, the dessert was not over because there was actually cake service, and I got a Black Forest cake, and that was really good. I didn't touch the fruit. I don't like fruit in my cake. I ordered another water and wine. And then later on, they have a meal, which is not lunch. It's called a Sky Selection, where you pick one item, and I got a poke bowl for that. My wife got a wrap, and then I finished with chocolate. But that's basically it. We made it home. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video from Rome. Safe travels.